problem.
Hey man, would you be down to play Dungeon World, like, in the nearish future?
That is going to be a no can do, buddy.
That's gonna be a no for me, bro. No, it's not that I can't play with you, it's just that I really don't want to. Why? Because Dungeon World fucking sucks. Oh. Right.
Now you're probably thinking, oh my god, this asshole's gonna say the solution is to join his Discord server. That's because you're right. The solution is to join the Discord server that we just made. But really quick, we're trying to do things a little bit differently. Call it a bit of an experiment, if you will. I hate this cliche, but let me explain. You see, it all started about 3 years ago when I was binging DM Jesus, aka Matt Colville's content, and I found his video called The West Marches. This opened my eyes, because before that, I had always thought that in a TTRPG, you were constricted to just the DM and to between 3 and 8 players who could ever play at one time. His video on the West Marches suddenly introduced me to the possibility that you could have a ton of people all in one world, and I became obsessed with this idea. Not just the idea of having a giant lobby with drop in, drop out play, but the idea that a large number of players could all have an impact on the world that's felt by other players at other times. I had a little taste of this idea when my friends from North Carolina decided that they wanted to play Dungeons & Dragons too. And so suddenly I was running for 2 parties, completely separate parties, but I wanted to put them in the same world so that the actions of one would affect the actions of the other. And I really enjoyed that style of gameplay. Of course, as what always happens with these sorts of things, life went on and ultimately both campaigns sort of died out and I got busy doing other stuff. And the whole dream of having one giant world where everyone affects each other kind of went to the back of my head. But then I was reading through some old comments the other week, and this one guy said that Dungeon World would make for a great system for a West Marches game. Thus, the idea came back into my head. So I hit up a couple of good friends of mine that I trusted, and we began to develop how exactly this would work. Now, after about a week and a half of deliberation, I bring it to you. So if playing in a Dungeon World West Marches game where your actions have an impact on the world as a whole, if that sounds like something that might interest you, feel free to click the link in the description and you can join our Discord server. We're gonna have a world building stream this Friday where we're gonna flesh out the world that we're all gonna be playing in and running in, and I hope to see you there. But of course, if you've gotten to this point, you're like, wait a minute, what's Dungeon World? I highly recommend you click this video for a bit of an oversimplified explanation. I'll see you next time.